Rings fans, Roman Daisel here looking at the scenery box set of Minas Tirith from Games Workshop's for the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game. This came out in 2003. I bought this from eBay probably in 2009, I would say. I paid $100. It was discontinued from Games Workshop, so the only place you could find it was on eBay at the time. I paid $120 Canadian and then paid another $30 Canadian to have it shipped to my house. So $150 for this. Definitely worth it, as these are hard to find. The box alone I've seen go for $80. Gives you a description in the back. It comes with one gatehouse, 2 towers, and 2 walled sections, so you can put it any way you want. I have mine already set up. It's been in a display case, but we'll bring it down and bring it out. Alright, so we got it out of the display case. See if the gate can be closed or opened. I wish they made it a little more like they did in the movie, where all these figures on it. The one drawback is you don't really get the gate of Minas Tirith should be better defended than that. You could change it around. You could put one of the towers there, and then this here, and vice versa. You could go this way, then go that way. It's up to you. I always felt that there should be walled section here and here to better defend the gatehouse itself. That gatehouse is pretty open. If you look at any modern castles, the gates are usually the weakest link and most heavily defended. Depending, by putting it this way, you at least have these guys shooting into the gate area. Now, individually, you could use this tower on its own as a standalone tower. The artwork is really cool. I like that. It's got a felt bottom, hard plastic. I like the crenellations. They play well with what the movie had for their crenellations. There's lots of room at the top. You could fit comfortably 12 models up top. And supposedly you can put a trebuchet up there too, but I don't have the Gondorian trebuchet, so I don't really know how well it fits. It's one of the things I have to get. Resisted getting one because Gondor never really... Tolkien never states that Gondor had any war machines. Though it's kind of weird, I think, because Gondor, with its 3,000-year-old history, as well as the 2,000 years of Númenórean warfare, so 5,000 years of history of warfare, you would think they would have machines, war machines, capable of defending the walls. So I thought that was kind of odd. The gatehouse isn't much. It's a small section. And like I said, you can open the doors inward. I wish they had the artwork that you see in the Peter Jackson movie on the gatehouse. It was really unique and really awesome looking. And then you get the same with the next two pieces. Same idea. The attention to detail is really good. And it's slightly bigger than the Helm's Deep set. I like the fact that you can play with this and design whichever way you want to go. You go like that. So you could do it differently if you wanted to. I wish Games Workshop would bring this model back, or at least bring the pieces back. So you could either buy the whole set, or you could buy sections of wall or towers, or have a second one slightly different than this one. But definitely it'd be great to bring it back. I don't know why they haven't. Same with Helm's Deep. They could have Helm's Deep with the deeping wall. Bring back sections of that. Why not? They did with the Rohirrim Palisade and the Rohirrim House. They brought back ruins of Osgiliath. Why not more pieces of Minas Tirith? Because it is a very cool set design. And I have played with it a little bit. When me and my son played a game. Did the rescue of Faramir. And stuff like that. So you can use it, like I said, with the rescue of Faramir. When he's fleeing from the Nazgul, as he comes back from his mission in Ithilien, he's going back to Minas Tirith, and a Nazgul is chasing him while he's on horseback, and Gandalf the White comes screaming out like a bat out of hell and faces him down. And then you can play the second scenario with the rescue of Faramir, where Faramir is leading the men, what's left of the army of Gondor that was defending the causeway forts around the Ramis Akor from the forces of Mordor. After they breached it at several points and were pouring in, Faramir was forced many times to turn at bay and drive back any pursuit. And finally, there was a chance where he was almost surrounded, and he had to turn back at bay. And then Dol Amroth, Prince Imrahil and the Knights of Dol Amroth, who had been waiting with the rest of the Gondorian cavalry in the shadows of the wall, sprang out to action. And for a while, they beat back the forces of Mordor, but with fresh forces coming in opposition getting thicker, they had to retreat. So Faramir was able to save roughly a third of his men that were out there from the Battle of Osgiliath to the Battle of the Causeway Forts and on the Pelennor Fields. Roughly only a third of his men survived. They did hurt the forces of Mordor. They took out a lot of orcs and men, but not nearly as bad as they had hoped, simply because the Nazgul are a force to be reckoned with. So that's the second scenario you can play there. The third one is obviously the Siege of Minas Tirith. You could find some to act as Grand, maybe a siege tower or two. The other thing with this, they could have made it taller, because these walls are supposed to be incredibly tall and incredibly thick. The thickness I like. They do have it pretty thick, but it should be taller. For the walls of Minas Tirith are not something you can use a grappling hook or a ladder against. They're too tall for that. You need siege towers, and you need a big battering ram. So I would like to see Games Workshop make it taller. I would have. And I'd like to see them make a model of Grand. That would be really neat. But anyway, Lord of the Rings fans out there, let me know what you guys think of this set, this scenery set. And anybody who plays Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, let you know if you guys have this and you guys ever played with it. Leave comments in the comment section. Until next time, I'm Roland Daisel. I'm out of here.